let's take a look at everything that the devs announced is coming for this October, starting with the new and improved Halloween event. This is an updated version of the past year's Haunted by Daylight event, with the biggest change being related to the Void dimension. For starters, there will always be a portal open from the start, allowing both survivors and killers to enter the Void at any time. Now previously, you were not able to use your power as a killer, and there wasn't much to do as a survivor inside the Void. Well, now you can use your power inside the fog and survivors can defend themselves with pallets as well as access lockers and chests. The killers will still have the undetectable status effect inside, and the survivors will still be broken in case they are injured. Just like previously, if you down a survivor in the Void, you can hook them inside and they will be teleported outside on a random hook. Now the biggest difference here is the Void powers, which allow both survivors and killers access to a completely new gameplay mechanic. In order to get these powers, you have to interact with the Void wells where you deposit your Void energy, and once done, survivors will get a completely new item, the Void crystals. These are completely new items that basically work like a smoke bomb. This will hide your scratch marks, hinder the killer's vision, and also last for a small period of time, allowing survivors to try and escape the killers with it or try some weird tactics. For killers, the new item they get is a projectile attack, which allows them to injure survivors from afar by summoning a void spirit that will continue on a straight path, kinda like a slower artist attack. Just like always, this event comes with new cosmetics that everyone can unlock, including 2 full outfits for Yunjin and the Trickster inspired on a Halloween tour, 6 new Halloween sweaters, 1 for Ace, Talita, Renato, Gabriel, Meg and Jonah, and 6 candy weapons for killers, with Artist, Unknown, Night, Spirit, Singularity and the Blight. This event will also include new banners and badges for the first time, as well as a lot of charms that were not shown besides this cat one. Additionally, another special event will happen at the same time with the Halloween one, and that is the DVD Day 2024 event, which will include exclusive skins for the 4 original survivors as well as all the Japanese ones in honor of Dedoba Day. The devs mentioned these cosmetics as exclusive, so this probably means they will be time limited. In order to get them, all you have to do is complete a community challenge that will be available in the special Halloween Rift. Behavior also announced the winners of the cosmetic contest, and they are all pretty amazing. For killers, we're getting a skin for the Singularity based on an old school computer, a skin for the Unknown based on a detective, and a skin for the Dredge based on classic ghosts. The devs also specified that the Dredge cosmetic will be slightly modified to fit the game, most likely talking about how the lamp will turn on during nightfall. For survivors, the winners are the Adam Late Night Read skin, which is absolutely fantastic, the Lone Wolf skin for Jake, and finally, the Gothic Romance skin for Sable. Sadly, Gabriel didn't win anything, but maybe next time. For badges, the winners are the Bloodbath icon with the Doki, the Little Friend Frog badge, and the Entity Cat badge. For banners, the winners are the Discarded in Water banner, which is possibly one of my favorites, the Entity Touched Petals, and the Riding Maurice banner. As always, these cosmetics will come in the future for absolutely free as part of the free track from the Rifts, allowing everyone the opportunity to get all of them without paying. Since there are so many winners, expect to see them in the far future, probably around the middle of 2025. The Castlevania tome, which we had previously known about, is releasing with the next update and is by far the best value Rift we have ever gotten. For starters, we're getting a Soma Kruth legendary skin for Trevor Belmont as the first unlockable when purchasing the Rift, and the final reward will be the True Form legendary skin for Dracula, which also comes with custom voice lines, a special animation, and a completely new Mori. The Mori was not shown fully, but you get the idea with this short film. Additionally, the devs said there is an Easter egg with some of the skins, possibly hinting at custom voice lines when this skin interacts with Soma Kruth, and the lore implications of it for Castlevania fans. Additionally, 3 more Castlevania inspired outfits will be coming, a Shinua skin for Yui Kimura, a Jonathan skin for Felix, and a death cloak for the nurse. We are also getting a bunch of badges and banners inspired on the classic Castlevania characters as well as video games. And finally, this rift will also include some cosmetics from the Gothic Tales collection, with a skin for Jeff inspired on the Phantom of the Opera, a skin for Meg showing her in a more regal tone, a skin for Claudette with blue tones, and a really cool medieval unknown skin. Additionally, they are also making a very cool, almost Diablo inspired skin for the artist, which will include a cool fire effect on the head. Like previously said, this is by far the best rift ever made for the game, and absolutely a steal with the price. You're getting 2 legendary skins, which already would cost 30 bucks, and that's not even 10% of the pass. If you're planning on it, I highly recommend getting this rift. 2 vs 8 is returning back to the game, but with a lot of changes. For starters, there are 3 new killers playable on this mode: the Blight, the Spirit, and the Deathslinger. 5 new maps are also added to this mode, 1 for each of the new killers and 2 based on previous maps. However, the most changes come to survivors, as they have a lot of new mechanics introduced to make the queues better. First of all, flashlight saves are now possible, as killers will have to pick up survivors before hooking them, similar to how it was in the anniversary event. Additionally, survivors now have new active abilities which allow them to do interactions during the game, like rebuilding pallets, healing survivors from a distance, and picking themselves up in case the killers are slugging, fixing the slugging issue that this mode could have had. Finally, a new anti-snowball mechanic will be introduced in this mode in order to prevent fast matches from happening where one side is dominating too much. This mechanic will slow down generators or increase their speed whenever one of the sides is performing too well. This mechanic is not supposed to affect the majority of matches, only those that are simply lost from the beginning. For killers, the devs decided to add killer classes too, just like for survivors, in order to add more variety. The devs have not explained in detail what these new classes do, but they did briefly mention their names as well as some of the vibes they give. We have the Shadow, which is based on undetectable and surprising the survivors, the Brute, which seems to be fully focused on chases, the Enforcer, which is focused on finishing chases, and the Fearmonger, which is movement based. Now let's talk about the upcoming collections, as well as some of which were not shown on the stream, starting with the Void collection again, a time limited collection only available during Halloween, which is expanded with new cosmetics for Kate, Adam, Zarina, and the Plague, being the first killer featured in this collection. Next up, 2 Trick or Treat skins featuring Michaela and Sable in a Fire Cat costume. Again, a time-limited collection only available during Halloween. The Blighted collection is returning, and it's absolutely insane, as we are getting 3 licensed skins, starting with a new Blighted outfit for the Pig with a bloated pig mask and tusks, a new Blighted skin for Chucky with a bunch of doll limbs attached to him, and a Blighted skin for Nicolas Cage showing him with new drip. Deathslinger is also finally getting a Blighted cosmetic, and it's looking absolutely crazy. All of these cosmetics, including the previously 2 mentioned collections, will release on the 17th of October. The final collection shown during the stream is the Alien collection, which is coming with 2 new skins, one for the Xenomorph inspired in the Prometheus film, and another skin for Ellen Ripley inspired on the spacesuits used on the first films. These outfits are coming on the 7th of November after the Halloween event ends. Now, outside of these, there are 3 more collections coming to Dead by Daylight. The first one is the Cozy Break one, which includes a skin for the Legion, the Spirit, Talita Lira, and Renato Lira. This collection is coming on November 12th. A new outfit for the clown is from the Laugh and Slash collection, exaggerating his clown-like features. This single outfit is debuting on the 30th of October. The final collection is from the Modern Tales one, including a skin for Hadi Kaur, a skin for Dwight, and a skin for the Trapper. This will release on October 23rd. And finally, There are some things changed from the PTB as well as very sad news. The finisher Mori mechanic is still coming to the game, but the Memento Mori offerings are unchanged. Instead, the Yellow Mori will be retired from the game and a 1 million blood point compensation will be given, but you can still kill all 4 survivors if you want to, or use the green offering to kill only one. Finally, the sad news is that the devs confirmed the Freddy Rework might come on 2025, so there is still a long time to go before we even get information on when this rework will be. I'm going to be positive and hope that maybe it's taking so long because they want to fully rework the license and finally give voice lines for Freddy as well as cosmetics, but this is massive copium, especially after the fiasco of the Twins rework. Anyways, these are all the changes. Let me know which one you're looking forward to the most. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.